Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. We're back today with another FEH trailer, and this time it is a legendary and or mythic banner. So obviously we are expecting to get two this time, so it'll be interesting to see what FEH cooks up. I personally think it's going to be pretty predictable in terms of what we've been seeing in book 6, but anyway, today I'm joined by a very special guest.
Hello everyone, it's me, the original YouTuber and owner of YouTube, Drew Gooden, finally branching out into the hottest mobile game on the market, Fire Emblem Heroes, which is not a scam. Just kidding, it's me, Levin, could you tell?
I could tell. But also I knew you were here, so...
I should have changed my Discord name.
That would have been hilarious. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Levin. I know it's been a while since you've done a reaction, so welcome back, I guess.
Oh my god. No, thank you for having me. I feel like the odds that we manifest Legendary Claude 2 and Legendary Alencia for this banner are pretty low,
Yeah.
but it's a red unit, so Alencia's not off the table.
Yeah.
Except that obviously she is, because we know how this works.
Yeah, we know how this works. But I mean, do you have any predictions or hopes for this banner, other than Alencia?
I know that like the dominant narrative is that it's going to be Element Embla. I think it's gonna be no wait, I don't think it's gonna be Veronica, so I guess I do think it's gonna be them. They're never gonna give us a normal Veronica. She can only wear silly outfits.
But anyway, I feel like we've waffled enough. I feel like we should just watch this thing.
Yeah, probably. It's a cloud spammer.
It's a what?
Cloud spanner?
Oh, okay. Discord was noise suppressing you for a sec.
I also said it as stupidly as I possibly could have, so.
Okay.
You were.
Oh, would you look at
what?
that?
Wait, really? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills over here.
Red Cavalry Tome.
Fun.
Wind Season.
Wait, unique special?
Panic
Smoke
Smoke
4? That's messed up.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, I couldn't read the whole thing, but it looked like that was a Versa, but a skill.
Oh, damn. That... Rip a Versa fans, I guess.
or like, not like the sudden panic style, but you have the debuffs with the panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that animation rules. I guess I turn off animations when I play story. It's probably not new, but it does
That
rule.
is... Yeah, I don't turn them on for story either, but that looks really cool.
Enough of you.
Wow.
I like that it takes away the background.
Yeah, I love those that are just so, like, all-encompassing. And wow, surprise number 2.
Wow.
Very shocking.
Wait, are you telling me that an important villain who's a male in the story is not getting released at all? No, that doesn't sound right.
It's not, yeah.
They would never do something like
every
that.
book.
They would never do something like that. This is ridiculous.
Oh, God. Oh, she had attack speed clash, I think. Although it's not like you're short on fodder for that. Beast agility.
Severance.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Did you see that?
That was to transform next to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts.
And it looked like null follow-up.
I think it was half null follow-up to go with
Yeah.
it.
The offensive half,
I
think.
Oh, great. Nysala really needs that.
Wow, red is very stacked. Who's the third red? Do we know?
I think we did. I think we knew every unit on this banner already except for the mythic or the new ones.
Okay. Nana. Okay, so that's a pretty good
That
pool.
is definitely good.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ascended Celica. Ooh, Deirdre's back. Rats. I don't think I can pull on
Slay.
this because I need to focus on getting Medeus,
Yeah.
the Kanto controller, next month when he comes back.
Yeah. And then, you know, you can spark if you have Fate Pass, the typical legendary banner stuff. But I am so curious to go back and see what these kids do.
Yeah, I gotta see a skill or two here.
Alright, let's start with Veronica. Do you want to read her weapon, Enclosing Dark?
I would love to read her weapon in Closing Dark, and I'm not stalling to get it up on my screen. Okay, so we got Slaying. That's one effect. We got Initiates or Solo for 6 attack and speed. And Offensive Null Follow-Up. And effects based on the number of foes within 2 spaces.
Of target.
Okay, so like the number of friends of the person you're attacking nearby.
Yes.
So we can get speed res -4. We can get speed res -8 if there's more than 2. and Fire Sweep.
Wow.
And
Dive
Desperation.
Bomb. Yeah, Desperation.
That's like... It's kind of funny to get Fire Sweep and Desperation, but I guess it's just she just doesn't like Fjorm. She's just not friends with Fjorm.
Yep. Wow, that's a very good weapon.
Yeah.
I'm curious about Enclosure though.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see that.
Boosts special damage by 25% of units attack. And it's 2 cooldown. This is a 2 cooldown special. So if special triggers, reduces damage by X% effects from non-special skills, and also neutralizes guard? Wow, all that in a special. So they're getting really creative with these.
This is Legendary Byleth's special. This is Sublime Heaven.
Is it the same thing?
Except instead of
the
Dragon and
reduction.
Beast punishment, it's
But Byleth also had damage reduction, didn't she? Like on herself, the 80% damage reduction.
Male Byleth.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking the Brave Byleth. There's so many Byleths with similar
Legendary
specials.
Male Byleth. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
They have 2 preferred specials. Wow.
Yeah.
Preferential treatment. Am I right? Actually,
but this is very strong. Like.
I mean, we have been waiting for more magic reduced damage by X effects.
Wait, do you think there's no way this is inheritable? It can't be.
It can't be inheritable because she doesn't have a preferred skill anywhere else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right?
That's great.
They always have something.
Yeah. I almost kind of wish they had done like an inheritable mage damage reduction piercing special and then given her like, a pair of skill somewhere else. But I mean, this works.
Yeah, I think we are overdue for another Tellius banner, and I do think it's pretty likely that will include Flare as the inheritable version of this.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
so
probably.
That could be coming literally like next week. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible.
I would say it actually might be even more likely now that we got this on Veronica, because IS likes to like introduce skills or effects and then like almost immediately after do it again, but in a slightly different way. So yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
Does sound like them. So should I take Panic Smoke 4 then?
Yeah, you can read that out for us.
Oh my god, wait a second. It's literally a verse of the
Doppler.
Weapon.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you take
after
this.
combat, we debuff Spectrum 3 and Panic, like a Versa, on foe and foes within 2 spaces of them, which synergizes with their weapon pretty well. And it also grants foe penalty doubler to unit and allies in cardinal directions.
It's allies too, not just herself?
Cardinal directions is kind of weird. That's like tricky to set up from a combat effect.
I don't think it's that hard to set up.
It's not that hard, but
think about how many people use Duo Peony's column buff.
But that's not... This is like after combat.
I guess.
Like you can... I don't know. It's just...
I mean, she has Canto too, which makes it a little bit easier to maneuver, I think.
Right? I get it doesn't let you change where you activate this effect from, but it does let you retreat after, I guess.
Because it's after. Yeah, where does this activate? Does this activate before Canto or after?
I think it activates before Canto, just like regular smoke skills would.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you're probably right.
Yeah, it's. But we never had something like this after combat, I don't think, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, like fundamentally, it is better, right? Because it has infinite range.
It's much better.
It's just different. I'm definitely gonna forget how that works, like every time.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna get smacked by this in arena.
Everything is just a little floating bubble now. You don't have to have any skills at all on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously gonna be a very strong unit in arena. Wind season. Who else is in wind? We've got Sigurd. Yeah.
Wait, does Myr beat this? Probably not. Definitely not. Fire Sweep? No shot.
Yeah, no.
And
no, Myr just won't be able to counterattack.
Well, Myr is also blue and has a lot of res, so maybe it's just fine. I don't know.
I don't think Myr will die, but she won't be able to really counter either, because she can't counterattack, presumably.
Yeah, unless I position it. We'll see.
This is definitely a unit that's going to be better in your hands than in
Yeah.
the AI's hands, so that you can get the positioning right for Panic Smoke. Same for the effect from her weapon. Like, yeah.
How do you think she compares to Lilina?
It's a good question. I think Lilina's niche of like the AoE is just, it's good, but there are just so many ways to, ignore it. And so I think
Yeah.
this is going to be more consistent, especially nowadays.
I think the fact that she has DR piercing is definitely
Yeah.
puts her like at least on par, probably above.
I would say above too, just because she's also got the fire sweep. Like,
That's true.
think
That is
about
really
that.
good.
Like,
That is really good.
and null guard, and so she's going to be able to pierce any kind of tank that has like a hardy fighter special ready. On the second hit, she will get off her enclosure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but she doesn't have a guaranteed follow-up, so she is relying on speed checks.
But
At
yeah,
least
but
there's
she's
that.
fast.
Yeah,
she's
gonna be
super
fast.
fast. Like,
at least there's that.
I guess I wouldn't really call that a.
Actually, I guess that's kind of harder to beat, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say guaranteed follow up is and a slow unit is easier to beat.
Yeah. Fun. Win season. So fun.
Yeah, this definitely feels like this and Sigurd on a team together. Like, imagine this just running at you with 4 movement. Like, no thank you.
So fun.
Or using her if you also have a Sigurd in your arena core. Just think about how much mileage you can get out of that.
Plus the Kanto.
Yeah, exactly. It really helps her Kanto as well. I'm excited.
At least she's good art and animation.
Yeah, the animation's great.
Everyone who quit and still watches the trailers, you're the ones who are really winning.
True. We're losing, all of us, the rest of us. I mean, I feel like maybe we're being a little bit dramatic. I think this is very strong, but I don't know if it's gonna, like, fundamentally change anything.
No, it doesn't. This is not like a game-breaking unit or anything.
No. It's a very strong nuke. Like,
It's just that the people who can afford to plus 10 legendaries in Arena get richer, and
Yeah.
I am still using dual 4, so...
Yeah, same. All my arena cores with dual 4.
Yeah. Fun.
But, I mean, I'm curious to see Embla, too.
Yeah, I think... I feel just I'm looking at Embla right now, and just the amount of text on the screen makes me feel like this is the kind of unit that could be meta dominant in a lot of places.
Yeah. So she's a red beast flyer. So she's gonna have the 3 movement, like to barn and such. I assume. Probably, right?
To barn and such. I'm right here, just saying I saw her.
Isala, Raisin, Leanne, there's probably
Thank
more
you.
that I'm forgetting.
Okay, thank you. I needed that. Thank you.
So, okay, let's see what Enclosing Claw does. So she's also got Slaying because, of course, it's the premium effect to give to units. Excuse me. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants Spectrum +5 to unit, inflicts penalty on foes' attack, speed, and defense during combat equals number of foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on unit times 3.
That's a huge range. That is difficult to avoid.
Yeah, is it based on herself?
I
think it's, on unit, not on target. So it looks like 3 rows or 3 columns on unit. Yeah. Okay.
But she's melee, so it doesn't really change that much.
Yeah.
So I think that those might always be the same columns.
Yeah, probably.
And
and that's max -9 that she's inflicting, which doesn't seem to be that hard to do. At least -6 looks to be relatively guaranteed.
I think you're guaranteed the first one because there's going to be the enemy.
And then it's not that hard to have at least one other.
Because in most positions that covers almost the entire map.
Yeah. Also, neutralizes effects that inflict special, so basically neutralizes guard. Wow, on both of the units. Who would have thought? And also, if the number of foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on unit is greater than or equal to 2, neutralizes effects that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks and inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. So she has basically like an impact.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's just defensive null follow-up, I guess.
Right, yeah.
And then also guard on the foe. And then also the transformation. Yeah.
So that's basically bootleg tempo.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
basically bootleg full tempo.
Yeah. And then Draconic Aura, and then Attack Speed Clash 4, which is very good and works well with her 3 movement. And then Beast Agility, which definitely is inheritable, and yeah, it removes the condition to transform, and then as long as you're outspeeding, you've got the offensive half of Null Follow-Up. And so she's got full Null Follow-Up, guard on the foe, anti-guard on herself. There's a lot going on here.
That's gonna be really good on like all the cavalry beasts, especially.
Yeah, for sure. Like, even just the null follow-up would be good. But with the transformation thing, I would definitely say this is on par with, like, honestly, for a beast specifically, probably better than, like, Float Guard, Flow Refresh, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good on, like, the Nylas, too, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now we got her preferred skill.
You can read that one. You can open.
I'm already seeing that this has like 4 things in brackets, which is more than skills usually have. At start of turn, inflicts undefended and feud on foes within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on units. At start of turn, if a foe is within 3 columns or 3 rows centered on unit, neutralizes any penalty
dodge
and grants dodge to units.
Hello? She just gets dodge just for existing?
So she puts her debuffs on everyone in 3 columns, 3 rows around her. And then if there is an enemy in that range, she cleanses herself and gets dodge.
Yeah.
And what does undefended do?
This is
unit
crazy.
Cannot be protected by savior through the... Okay, yeah, this is the meta defining unit.
Yeah, that's actually
Undefended breaks
insane.
savior. That is nuts.
Yeah, that actually breaks Catria balls, any kind of save ball.
And then feud disables all ally skill. Okay, it's just feud. It's feud is a...
Yeah.
So she's Omega Bramimond.
That's insane. This is what Bramimon should have been, and I do think this might be a hint as to what Bramimon's remix might be.
Yeah, I think that's.
Now that I think about it,
you might
I think
be onto
Bramimon
something
might
there.
get undefended.
Do you know why this unit exists?
Why?
Because Johnny Intelligent Systems, Big James Intelligent Systems, the CEO's son, who's an intern currently, read his 10,000th comment saying, Bramimond has Impenetrable Dark and it should stop Savior from triggering. Why did Savior still trigger? And they made this unit. It took 10,000 feedbacks, but we got him. Good work, team.
I need to track down that 10,001th person. Say thank you. But I mean, I don't know if I want to be saying thank you or I'm scared. Honestly, I'm scared. Like, none of my defense teams rely on Savior, so I'm not too worried. But I know, like, there's such a influential part of the AR meta, like, for defense.
This is a dark mythic.
Wait, I was about to swear. This is insane. You stick her on a defense team, and the opposing team cannot use a save ball against you based on your positioning.
Unless you're outside of her range, yeah.
Yeah, but what if you put 2 on a team? I've seen 2 Arvel defense teams.
Oh, that's silly.
You're completely what's the word? You cannot be saved against.
So, Dark Season is now Dimitri Season.
That's kind of insane.
Dimitri Season! We made it!
Wow.
Omni tanks are back because
I was thinking of her on offense, but no, if she's a defense mythic, like, huh.
But I think like the real strength of this unit, I mean, obviously that's really strong, but AR is a silly place, so it's just like use Omega
Think about
Gale
Chaos
Force.
Season too.
Yeah, like Chaos, but I think Summoner Duel is this unit.
Yeah.
Just.
I don't play that mode, but yeah, I can see how this could be very influential.
This just is the whole thing.
And this isn't even Aster Season, so you can't even Elamine her. Yeah. They knew what they were doing with that.
Remember when late season was the easy one?
You know, I do. Oh, God.
Remember when Light Season was the hard one because of Note?
Yeah. Oh God, I remember. I remember we reacted to Note's reveal like must have been 2 years ago or
Was it
something
only
like that.
2 years ago?
I think it was 2 years ago, and I remember my thumbnail was like "Light Season is dead," Pathfinder, and like, and look where we are now.
Yeah. Whew.
Who thought this unit was a good idea? There's just so much here. There's too much.
Yeah,
it feels like there's too much.
Now when I go back and look at Veronica, I'm like, who's this clown?
Yeah, no, the Veronica was good,
but this
solid. But this is just
this
completely
is
meta breaking.
Yeah, just this is meta defining.
Yeah.
In a big way.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because she exists anyway, so. Are you going to be pulling, though? Does this make you want to pull?
Well, here's the thing. I currently have 5 orbs, and I am at 37 out of 40 pulls for Gangloat, so...
Okay.
I actually kind of have, like, -8 orbs.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee you that I will spend my -8 orbs on this banner.
You're gonna pull off some Levin luck with the free pull. I just know it.
I have free pulled 2 out of the 10 new legendaries or mythics this year already. So
that's insane.
It's not impossible.
I'm just like, I just recently pulled for Medius and stuck him on my Dark Defense team instead of Note because he's so much better. And now I'm like, this just feels like even better. Like, I still run a Cav line. And my biggest weakness is if people do manage to, like, save tank all of that.
I'm not sure if this helps. I think a Cav line is the archetype that's helped the least by this because there's the most places you can position.
I guess, but like basically people started running a lot more structures in the bottom row. Like
that's true.
People running like almost full bottom row now because nobody runs Cav on defense anymore.
No, wait. So you're right. I wasn't thinking straight.
There isn't too much to hide. They're like, if I stick her in the middle, that covers the middle 3 rows, and then it's like, well, how do you position around everybody else?
Sorry, I didn't cut you off. I was thinking it worked like you had to get the debuff on the savior, but you get it on the person being saved.
Yeah,
so that's much easier. That's very different.
This covers basically as much as I need it to.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe I should try and cheese this, because if I can have this, do I need Medeus?
I feel like this is better than Medius. Like,
this is also better in every other game mode too.
Yeah. Thoughts? I do think this is just gonna be something that, like, this level of power, I feel like the last time we saw it this year was on a mythic was probably Elamine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Astra Season is just like that, and they give us Arvel, and then 1 month later they drop this.
Yeah.
They should have just flipped those.
Yeah.
Like, that would have made sense.
I feel like it's just because, for obvious reasons, they wanted these two on a banner together.
Yeah, but they could have just made her. They literally could have just made this the anima mythic.
Yeah, but then she's too counterable by Elamine.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Then you completely shut her down as long as you have Elamine.
I guess they just made Elamine and there's nothing they can do anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, might as well cause problems in the other season. Until Milla's remix lets her also cast a false start.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah. Milla's gonna get false start, Brahmamon's gonna get undefended. Like, I see the pattern here.
I wasn't ready for this.
No, I wasn't either. I was expecting it to be like two of the 3 of Elm, Embla, and Veronica, but I just wasn't expecting this level of power. It doesn't feel like last year Thor and Atri, I don't think they were at this level.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Thor was good, but like Thor was fine, but
yeah, like Veronica is on the same level as I would say Thor and Atri were.
yeah, I think Atri was better than anyone actually thought, but it doesn't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, we all slept on Atri at the start, but this is nobody's sleeping on this.
No, this is a very well. So like they finally actually introduced a counter to save, and this is what it's going to look like. It's a debuff that you put on the unit being saved.
Yeah,
Which is probably an interesting way to do it, I guess.
it feels too strong. It feels like, I don't know if it's because like the range is so large or what it is, but this just feels like too much of a nerf. But I mean, maybe not. I mean, like you said, maybe the age of like Omni tanks is back, but like they've just given us so much firepower that you can throw at Omni tanks that like how many of them can actually withstand that?
Yeah, I guess everyone better hope they got a really good set on their Forma Raphael for Gale Force. Maybe that's the real answer here.
Yeah, I mean, I Gale Force when I can, but like for me at least, Gale Force is really dependent on what the set of bonus units is, and if there's someone who fits in well into a Gale Force comp.
Definitely.
Like a dancer or someone else who can Gale Force. Yeah.
I also find that it's like because like the strength of saviors on defense is such that I don't like. There's no Gale Forester that is going to beat like Arden and Brave Edelgard and Ascended Adun. Like there's not a unit. Maybe Brave Seliph, but whatever. I'm not. Get out of here with that.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know about you, but for me, some weeks I just like to turn my brain off and throw my double save team at stuff. Like I just don't want to think.
I got really used to that.
Yeah, like, I mean, hey, it is, you're right, at the end of the day it is a counter to save. We've all been asking for some kind of counter to save, and maybe this was needed. Maybe this will encourage more strategies.
Yeah, like I feel like I like the idea of the counter to save being a visible debuff thing, but I feel like just it's free in this huge range is a little much. If it was like a stat check or something, that'd be. If it was like
a smaller range.
If it's like sabotage, like sabotage undefended would have been cool and fair. But I guess the game stopped being cool and fair a couple of years ago, so this is about right.
Even like I would have preferred something like a menace undefended, like maybe even like 5 spaces. Make it 5 spaces. But
menace would be because menaces don't work on saviors, but that would make it that'd be cool.
This just feels too much. But I guess we're all gonna have to start thinking about how to counter this, so
yeah. Dimitri! He's even blue! He's the only unit in the game!
Oh yeah, what stat does she give? Is blue res?
Pretty sure it's res. I think defense is yellow.
Okay.
As evidence, I submit res tactic.
Yes, you're correct. And now, oh man, I really didn't want to have to pull on this. Maybe I still won't. Maybe I'll just. I want Copium right now. I don't want to have to pull on this, but she's just so good.
Maybe you'll be the free summon king, queen, monarch.
Maybe.
This time.
Perhaps it has been probably about a year since I last free summoned a legendary. So.
Who was that?
Odor.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so you got it on these 7
but
slot
that was on
defense.
That was on the disastrous trying to plus 10 legendary Claude but getting 25 Shinons instead session, so.
Yeah, and Shinon just got his refine, and it is...
Actually just foddered off a Shinon today. That was really fun.
Yeah, but Shinon just got his refine today, and it's disables undefended, so you're really just stay winning.
Don't say that to me. Fun little promise fact, all my Shinons are manuals except for one. I still have one sitting in the depths of my reserves. In case he does get a good refine, I may have to use him. It feels terrible to have him there, but you never know.
I'm suppressing with every urge of my body saying something about the one character trait Shinon has and how you're enabling it. I'm not gonna do it. You can all make the joke in your heads, but I'm not saying it on the record.
Oh my goodness. yeah, any last thoughts? Any thoughts either way, whether you're going to be pulling?
My last words are, oh, it looks like there's an Embla on that team.
Yeah. Quotes taken moments before your entire team is just entirely swept by a catchery ball.
Wow, a huge magical bat.
Her sprite is very cool, I will say that.
He's so big.
Yeah, it's huge. This is giving like Fallen Eagle Guard, but beast form.
Beast mode.
I mean, Fallen Eagle is a beast. I don't know what I'm saying. Fallen Eagle, but flying.
She's looking like Marshawn Lynch. We all watch sports here, right? I don't really get the joke myself, but someone out there appreciated it. Comment down below.
I certainly don't get the joke, and I was going to ask you to explain it.
He is a football player who is a running back for the Seattle Seahawks, and his nickname is Beast Mode.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I see what you did there. I mean, I guess we didn't look at the rest of the banner. We didn't really look at who else is on it, but I really do think red is obviously the standout here, but colorless is Celica, Bramamond, and Micaiah. Not too shabby, but not the greatest.
It's fine. I think Celica is the prize there, right?
Yeah, it's kind of mid. Green is Ymir, Dagger, and Hell. Also on the more mid side.
Not amazing. It's
Blue
weird
is...
how there's all these like mid-range mythics who aren't getting remixed for a while. They were just kind of dead for a year.
Yeah.
But Blue's got Deirdre, so...
Yeah, I told myself on Deirdre's debut banner, I'm not going to pull for her. I'll pull for her on a rerun. And then I was 16 summons deep into that banner and I got her, so I was able to stop.
Good for you.
Yeah. But no impulse control. So I feel like I'm going to end up pulling for Embla. I feel like that's the takeaway here.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I'm certainly going to throw something at this banner, I guess, because if I can just not need Medeus, then I can.
Yeah. Yeah. It just sucks that like you don't get Fate Pass anymore, right? So you wouldn't be able to spark. So it's just.
I get it periodically, but I don't think I'm gonna get enough orbs to spark this anyway, since I am again at -8.
Negative orbs actually are possible. Have you ever seen those people with hundreds of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ye old charge back, the forbidden technique.
For those who are watching up to this point, don't do that. That is not a good idea.
Also, for those watching up to this point, comment, wow, that was really funny about the boomerang, and convince everyone else to watch this far to hear the joke about the boomerang. Ha!
So
you idiot,
true.
you really thought I said something.
But I mean, yeah, if I do end up sparking on this, which is probably going to happen, probably just reds. None of the rest of these are too appealing to me.
This is definitely Red City, which is a great way to merge up Skahawk.
True.
Which I want to do, so that's how I'll justify it.
I unfortunately don't have the arcane sword, so I probably wouldn't bother building Skahawk, but you know.
Okay,
any last thoughts?
I think we really went over everything. We thought this was gonna be quick.
Yeah, oh man, there's just so much to say that we haven't even said, but I mean, I hope this was entertaining for you guys. Basically a podcast length reaction for 2 heroes.
2.5.
And of course, what's the half?
Untransformed Embla.
I do agree that Embla feels like she counts as more than one hero on her own, though. I feel like that was 90% of this reaction.
Oh wait, actually she'll never be untransformed because of her B skill. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but still 2.5. You guys know.
Yeah, you know the drill. But anyways, if you don't already follow LevinSety on YouTube and Twitter, and are there any other platforms I'm forgetting?
Find me on MySpace. MySpace.com/ Wait, follow me on Instagram. Instagram.com/champagnepoppy.
Is that where all the cool kids are moving when Twitter is dying? But yeah, no, if you don't already follow Levin, you should. Why are you not following him? Go subscribe to his channel. He makes Ether Raids content.
But do not click my button until you click this one right here. I'm pointing at it. It's below the video. Can you see my hands? Imagine them.
I can't see them.
Okay. Well, maybe they can.
But yes, no, subscribing to Promise is optional. Subscribing to Levin is mandatory.
No, that's the opposite of what I said. Now I know what to do.
But I also wanted to give a massive shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much for your support. Super appreciate it.
Keep on promenading.
And, exactly. And yeah, I feel like this was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me, Levin. Thank you for being here for this train wreck.
It's so much more fun to watch millions die with a friend.
Exactly. Oh my god, I can't imagine having to react to this alone. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
With all the paragraphs that are like weapon descriptions and skill descriptions nowadays, it's so easy to miss things if you're just one set of eyes.
Yeah, I've tried to record reactions on my own, and it's just not fun. So thank you so much for inviting me. And honestly, I missed hanging out with you. So it's been a great time. I would do it again. I'd do it for free. I did, I guess. So
You did do it for free. But thank you. I
would do it for no content.
True.
Yeah.
I will probably cut this from the video. But anyways. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time of day, whatever time of day it is for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. From Drew Gooden, the Boomerang Man.